ringing out. It's a mini Wembley, a lot to be happy with tonight. What pleased you most?
Yeah, the win, of course. Really tough, you know. Knockout games are never easy, and I think we've showed great maturity through the tournament. And 3-0 against a really good side. Credit to the boys, you know. Mentality was top from the beginning, and we took our chances when they came.
Have England scored 3 better goals at team goals in a World Cup match?
I don't know, that's down to you guys and the pundits to discuss. But, you know, we feel good. We've got good runners. We've got good players getting forward. And then solid at the back. You know, 3 clean sheets in a row is really important. So, a really good day for us.
When Phil Foden passes that ball to you, it drops. Is there any doubt?
I mean, that one I had so much time, you know. The ball just sat up nicely, and yeah, the connection was perfect. So I had one just before that I should have done better with. So it was nice to see that one go in.
And you're happy to play a part in terms of scoring, yeah?
Absolutely. I'm a striker, so whenever I score, I'm always happy.
How do you sum up the part played by the youngest lads, Saka, Bellingham, Foden?
Yeah, brilliant. You know, all 3 of them today having big parts in the goals, and yeah, that's what we need. We've got a great mixture of, you know, youth and experience now, and you know, another knockout win. And you know, over the years, it's not been easy for England. So to win 3-0 is just a really great night. The
good news, you're through. Maybe the bad news, to carry on, you've got to beat the World Cup holders, France.
Yeah, look, we enjoy this one, but then of course our focus turns straight to that. It's going to be a really tough game. They're reigning champions, but you know, it'll be a good battle. We recover nicely now and then get ready for the game.
Well done, Harry.
Cheers, thank you.
Right, a part played tonight by Phil Foden. Here he is with Gabriel.
I imagine that's a very happy dressing room right now.
Yeah, we're all buzzing with the result. You know, we're going to celebrate tonight. But you know, it's knockout football now, so we're going to have to recover tomorrow and think about the next opponent, which is going to be really tough.
Senegal made it tough for the first 35 minutes. What clicked? What had to work?
Yeah, they were a great team. I think they would cause some big teams problems. They went man to man and very, very physical. But you know, it was about buying time, keeping the ball moving and trying to work out where the space was. And I came off the line more for the first goal, a little flip around the corner, and our wingers started to get more into the game and influence it more.
And how do you sum up 19-year-old Jude Bellingham's performance?
I don't want to big him up too much because he's still young, but mate, is one of the most gifted players I've ever seen. I don't see a weakness in his game. I think he's got everything, and I'm sure he's going to be the best midfielder in the world for sure.
Well, listen, there's been expectation on you. What does it mean for you as well to contribute tonight as well? 2 assists.
Yeah, it was important to show everyone my game. You know, I was always speaking on bringing my club form into international, and I felt tonight was probably my best England game that I've played, so I'm really happy.
And talk us through the pass to Bukayo Saka. It seemed to thread the needle. Had you sensed him there?
Yeah, I seen him lingering around in the box, and I seen Koulibaly come across, and I managed to get the cross through his legs. And you know, Bukayo's really good at that. You know, being in the right place at the right time, and I was happy that I found him.
And now it's France, of course. To carry on, you have to beat the world champions.
Yeah, they look like the strongest in the competition up to now. You know, everywhere you look, they've got talented players, but you know, we back ourselves on the day and we're confident.
Well done, Phil.
Thank you.
What a grizzled old pro at 22, talking about a 19-year-old. Terrific performance from him. Jordan Henderson, 6th major championship for England, which equals a record. Luminaries like Rooney, Gerrard and Campbell. I asked at the beginning if maybe some would interpret that as a conservative move, playing him. I think he answered every question tonight, didn't he?
I think, well, he scored a goal. You look at Bellingham, he's obviously got a couple of assists. Thought Rice looked a bit fresher, looked a bit sharper than he probably did in the USA game. And we'd see the goal. But yeah, the midfield, do you know what, it's a solid 3, and that's what you need sometimes. Again, the attacking players are there to win football matches. And I've never any doubt with Jordan. Jordan can produce. He's been a rock-solid professional player. And again, even here, just running onto it, it's not an easy finish, but there's enough pace in it. His weaker foot, on target, and well-deserved. Listen, Jordan played. Jordan's an excellent player. And just as important, excellent character and personality, which Garrett obviously likes. And put it this way, Klopp's been playing for a long time. If he wasn't sure about him, he wouldn't be playing.
So that's Jordan Henderson at one end of it. Try and bring him down. Amazing, fantastic to be able to keep your balance like that. There's no point asking you how hard is it, because it's incredibly hard to keep your balance.
Yeah, but he's a quality player, and this is what we're talking about. You know, him playing with the players that he's playing with at City. I'm sure it's the kind of he's not bothered about the physical aspect of it. He's got the ability to get involved with bodies. Move, look at that, just glided over, and the quality in just seeing Saka playing it through, unfortunately playing it through Koulibaly's legs there, but this is a nice finish. Just lift it up. That's just being in that situation enough times to know I've just got to lift this here.
He doesn't put it into areas, Phil Foden. He passes it into players. He's, as I say, it's a unique talent, the ability at full speed to have that balance and get your head up and see what's happening in the middle. It's absolutely fantastic.
So completely justify Gareth Southgate's decision to start him, Phil Foden, and you could argue Bukayo Saka as well. As for Jude Bellingham, a 19-year-old with the world at his feet, there's no question about that. Instrumental in the second goal. Let's hear from him now with Gabriel Clark.
Well, Jude, for 35 minutes it was tight, it was edgy maybe at times, and then the breakthrough, and talk us through your part in it, because it was obviously a key moment.
Yeah, the first 35 minutes were tough. They were really compact, they were tough to get through, high energy, really athletic, and with the ball they got in a few times down the side, so it was one of them games where we needed to get the first goal, and we knew after we did we'd be in a good position. The goal was really well worked, went down the left-hand side, a few flicks, and when H drops deep, I know that he can find anyone on the pitch, so it was just important that at a time I run right, and then when I get into them areas, I'm always confident that the boys around me are taking up brilliant positions, and I just had to feed any of them really. I saw a bit of white in my periphery, and then just gave the ball to where I thought there would be.
Well, there's Jordan Henderson, 32 years young, steaming through.
Yeah, I know. Brilliant performance today. I've seen some of the rubbish that was said about him playing and stuff like that. Honestly, it's ridiculous. He's so underrated technically, and he's delivered again in a big game with a massive goal. So yeah, I think it's time he gets a bit of respect.
Where do you place the quality of the goals, the play that was behind them? Is that something that specifically you've worked on?
I think when you have that much quality in the team, it's not something that you work on too much, but yeah, we get given patterns and we try and follow them as best as we can. But when we have players that we do that can kind of play the ball on one touch, two touch, and kind of just break a team down, you kind of let them be free.
And what have England shown tonight? Now it's the World Champions, of course, but what do you feel you've really shown tonight moving forward?
Obviously, we've shown we can score goals, we can be clinical when it matters. We scored at really good times, and we've showed that we can keep a clean sheet yet again. And if we want to win the next one, that'll be very important.
Well played tonight.
Thank you very much.
So much to be happy with tonight, but what pleased you most of all?
I think the ruthlessness of our execution, but the way the team worked off the ball and without the ball. I think in the end we were a bit sticky with the ball in the first 25-30 minutes. Senegal had a lot of energy, they pressed well, their shape was good, and really our best opportunities came from winning the ball from them, and I thought Jude and Hendo in particular were outstanding in that aspect of the game.
Well, they were outstanding obviously for the goal. Was that something to a degree you've been working on, getting them into forward positions?
Well, they're both forward-running, forward-thinking midfield players. Hendo doesn't get many for us, but I think he's been outstanding. He's such a leader. He knits the team together around the camp. He's brilliant, and I think his performances have been top draw for us.
And how important on a simple level is it for Harry Kane to score tonight?
Yeah, well, any centre forward wants to be off the mark, and of course for him it stops all the questions. I thought he started to find a bit more space in the second half, and his link play was better as well, so yeah, important for him and for us.
For 19 years of age, where do you place Jude Bellingham's performance tonight?
Yeah, well, again, we've got some super young players that we feel it's been right to give them their head and to give them their opportunity. Jude, Phil, Bukayo tonight in particular. So, they're heading in a really good direction, and these games are brilliant life experience for them.
Are they ahead of where you thought they'd be?
Well, I think the progress that they're making is phenomenal. And
they're making it look easy.
Well, I think the team have made a very complicated game tonight look straightforward, and that wasn't the case. But I think because of the mentality, the attitude, we've made it look that way.
What about Raheem Sterling? Do you think he will figure moving forward?
We've got to wait and see. I mean, at the moment, clearly, the priority is for him to be with his family, and we're going to support that, and we're going to leave him to have as much time as he needs.
Does that mean going home?
He's going home, yeah.
So what do you think will be the likelihood of him returning?
I really don't know, because at the moment it's a situation that he needs time with his family to deal with, and I don't want to put him under any pressure with that. sometimes football isn't the most important thing, and family should come first.
Now it's France. I imagine you'll feel you have to step up another level even if you're going to beat them.
Yeah, of course. The outstanding team with a phenomenal tournament record and some outstanding individuals. So without a doubt, that's a game where we've got to find our highest possible level.
Well done tonight.
Thank you, Gabriel.
And we wish Raheem Sterling well, given his personal circumstances this evening. Let's go down to pitch side and hear what Karen Carney has to say about England's win. She's alongside Laura Woods. England v France, absolute magnifique, isn't it? The weekend, can't wait.
Yeah.
Live with us here. Thank you very much, gents.
Is it here?
It's absolutely going to be here this Saturday. We'll be back with England with their mouth-watering quarter-final against France. We'll have all the build-up from 6 o'clock.